Hello and welcome to lightweightoutdoors.com. It's been a while since I talked about a stove, so today we're going to look at the Littlbug Junior stove. This is made by an American cottage manufacturer in two sizes. This is the Junior, there's also the Senior, which as the name suggests is a little bit bigger. It's a wood burning stove. Can also, in common with all these stoves, can also be used for esbit or even alcohol. So in this setup, this is set up for wood burning. It's very simple. Just sheet metal forming a cylinder, and it's got a pot support on the top, and that's it. This weighs 144 grams like this, not very heavy, 144 grams. So pot sits on top, that's it, away you go, burn solid fuel. Obviously the issue with this is that there's a cylinder, and the leave no trace principle suggests that you don't want to be scorching the ground. You don't leave any trace of your presence. So you're probably better off putting some of this underneath, just a simple foil fold out base, which will just help contain everything, stop the ground getting too burned or burnt at all, and everything's groovy. So as well as wood burning mode, you can also use it, as I suggested, for alcohol or esbit. The designer's been quite clever about this, and you can reconfigure the package a slightly different way. So this is quite a good opportunity to show you how to dismantle the unit. Simply a case of pushing from the side, and the whole thing folds apart, just come off, and you're left with a package that is very, very portable. If you use a roll mat, this could roll up within your roll mat, or whatever you decide to use. But the whole package is very, very flat, takes up very little space in your pack. You can also get this carrying pouch. The whole thing fits in like an envelope. Just keeps it. If this is sooty, obviously it keeps the soot off your kit, but that's an extra, a little bit of weight. So to assemble it, now, as before, you saw it assembled in wood burning mode, which had the pot supports quite high. In alcohol burning mode, the manufacturer suggests quite simply you assemble it slightly differently. Slot those in there. Same as this side. And these tabs just interlock. Very, very easy to do. Very, very secure. You can see a lot of work's gone into this, even though it does appear quite simple. And that's that. So underneath, obviously, underneath, stick it with the top of your alcohol burner. And this is just a Trail Designs alcohol burner. Over the top of that. Pop this on top. That's it. Again, very simple to set up. No worries. Now, obviously, you'll notice there's a bit of a gap here. We've got there's no real windshield around the pot, which also means you're going to use a bit more fuel. So the manufacturer has got this as well, and offers another option for the alcohol burner. Obviously, for esbit, we should probably talk about that while we're here. Obviously, for esbit, make use of your base again. Put your esbit tablet underneath, and you have to experiment a little bit to see if it works better with the pot supports in alcohol mode, or the other way up, depending on to vary the space between the tablet and the pot. That's something you have to experiment with. So the alternative alcohol setup requires a slightly different component. So again, take this apart. We don't use these, so they can go off to the side. Instead, you assemble the cylinder effectively as just a little windshield like this. So just a basic cylinder. Then you use this pot sling, which is very simple. You probably see it much like you've got holding your plug in your bath. And this just slots into here. You'll notice there's some excess here. You trim this according to whichever pot you use. And then your pot just sits aside. So, and again, top of your alcohol stove. Again, you can vary this according to which burner you're using. Just have different experimentation. Some stoves work better with the pot further away, some work a bit closer. Something to play with, and that's part of the joy of stoves. So now you'll see that this all acts much more like a windshield and pot support. So obviously there's a bit of a gap around the outside of the pot. But it's going to stop a lot of the wind. You've still got ventilation through these big holes at the bottom. The other exciting thing is you can use different pots. So this is the MSR Titan kettle. This is a Snow Peak 900, and again same stove, different pot, great. So it's not, you're not quite as stove dependent as maybe the Trail Designs Caldera cone setup. Also, this is slightly more simple. So we go. So we have it now. The other great thing about this is the simplicity is it's very cheap. This is $59, 59 US dollars, which equates to about £36. It's a little bit extra for the this sling, but you can always make that yourself, I reckon, if you are feeling a little bit industrious. It's not a lot more. It's not a lot to add into the package. So yeah, 36 quid is not a lot of money for this kind of stove. I think it's great. I'm going to try it out in the summer with a bit of wood, but I love the ability to be able to use alcohol, air spit, whatever you want with it. Works great.